How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. I wanted to jump on here today because last time that I came at you guys, I teased a little bit about some exciting things that are coming to Decidedly So. And then I went on vacation mode and I kind of like checked out for a little while. So I wanted to hop on today and share some of those really exciting details with you guys. For those of you who might not know me or who are catching the replay, my name is Samantha Franzen, and I am a health and wellness educator over at the blog Decidedly So, where we believe that knowledge is power, but that convenience is key. So we're working to empower consumers and help make this process towards living a healthier lifestyle a whole heck of a lot easier. So some of you might have noticed that there might have been kind of a little bit of a change in my tone of voice and my message a little bit when I came on here last time. For about the last year plus, I have been really focusing on this tagline of know better, do better. And while I feel like that's really important, it's really awesome, what I'm coming to understand about not only myself, but the women that I have had the privilege of working with over the past year is that, like I said before, knowledge is power, but convenience is key for all of us. That we are all strapped for time. We are trying to balance our homes and our marriages and our kids and our friendships, if we have any at this season of life, right? And motherhood that we're like, go, 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 nonstop. And so this process of making changes to your lifestyle, even if they're for the betterment of your family, can feel super overwhelming or kind of like something that maybe you'll get to eventually. See, the biggest thing that I find as a stumbling point is that this process towards living a healthier lifestyle can kind of almost be like a little bit of a rabbit hole where you like wade in one little inch and then all of a sudden you like, it's your food, it's your products, it's your medicine, it's your this, that, and the other. And I always joke that the list goes on and on and on and on, and then boom, crash is really an accurate description of what that process looks like, right? It's really super overwhelming. I have a visitor coming with me. Okay, go pick a different one and then I'll be right up. Sorry, this is mom life and running a business from home, right? So what I've done, you guys, is I have taken this wealth of knowledge that I have accumulated over almost the past decade of my own health and wellness journey. And what I've done is I've compiled it into an online course and essentially a community where I'm working to help walk individuals down this path towards a healthier lifestyle without the real pitfalls that come alongside it. Because like I said, it can be really hard. I know I have gone through the heart of it all, that there's deceptive branding and crafty marketing and a crap ton of money that's poured into figuring out what products work and what products don't and what's good and what's not. And I will promise you, the one thing that you may thank me for in a major way is the fact that there is not one single DIY in what I have put together. And as my favorite character Maui says, you're welcome. Because that is one of the things that I've hated most about this process, is that I've sometimes felt like I had to do it all myself. The goal is to make this process of living a healthier lifestyle a whole heck of a lot easier. So that's exactly what you can expect. We're going to take a journey through your home. We're going to talk about environmental toxins. We're going to talk key ingredients that you need to look for that are detrimental to the health of your family. We're going to look at lists of products for your whole home that actually work. We're going to talk about food, and we're going to talk about groceries, and we're going to create recipes that are quick and easy because if you're anything like me, you have a ton of things that you've pinned on Pinterest over the years that are, better for you, and they're a healthy recipe, but they're so gosh dang involved that you are never actually going to start implementing them in the weekly rotation for your family's meal planning, right? And we're going to address living an empowered and joyful life, where you can take this really, really important information, you guys, and you can share it with others in a way that doesn't make you sound like a pretentious a-hole. Because let's be honest, who hasn't had a friend who has said something crappy when they've talked about going gluten-free, or a family member that said something crappy about going gluten-free, and trust me, this whole process isn't just about going gluten-free, but I think there's become this almost stigma of surrounding people who are trying to make some of these conversions. So we're going to talk about ways to help you be able to share this information in a way that's constructive. I hear people say all the time things like, oh, you're going to think I'm a bad mom. And I'm like, I don't believe there's such a thing as a bad mom. I don't believe that there's such a thing as a bad parent. I believe that all of us are doing the absolute best job that we possibly can with the tools we have available to ourselves. And that's where the whole factor of know better, do better actually comes to play, is that once you have an upgrade, I guess you could say, to your user manual, you're able to implement those things in a different way. So who is this maybe new community in this course not for? That's always a good question too. Or let's start with who it is for. Anybody who has started going down this path and feels absolutely exhausted by this process. That maybe you've started to dig through the information and you maybe bought one all-natural deodorant and you tried it for one day and then your armpits smelled like Stinkville, USA. So you kicked it to the curb and you're like, I don't have time for this. I need things that work. I can't smell like the stinky kid at work, right? So it's also for anybody who is really concerned about the health and wellness of their kids and their family. Anybody who is looking around at some of the crazy non-communicable diseases that we're seeing pop up more and more. And what I believe, I'm going to be real honest here, that are kind of plaguing our children's generation. Things like ADD, ADHD, autism, asthma, all of those things. Environmental toxins, you guys, are absolutely playing a role in the increase of those incidents. Anybody who is thinking about starting a family, who's currently pregnant, anyone who's struggling through infertility, autoimmune diseases, all of those things, environmental toxins are absolutely playing a role, and we need to be paying attention to these things, you guys. And so I want to help. I want to help make this process easier. And I'm 100% solutions based. I've said that from the beginning in this journey that I've started with Decidedly So, that when you come into this process, this isn't a sit back and relax kind of thing. You're going to need to expect to roll your sleeves up and get to work and start making some of those lifestyle changes that are ultimately going to lead to not only a healthier life for you and your family, but something that's also happier and more joyful. Kind of like a better existence for your entire family. And I really want to make sure that everybody knows that this process is always, always, always done from a place of love. And that will be the focus in this community that we're creating. I always, I like to say that, when you're looking at this process, that we talk about progress and not perfection. Your kids are absolutely going to still, from time to time, eat a bowl of Fruit Loops. My kids ate the crap out of Fruit Loops on vacation. You're still going to go to places like Chick-fil-A because we all have to live life. But again, we have to start making some of those changes and reducing some of those things. Progress, not perfection, and that's what you can expect in this course. So if this sounds up your alley, you guys, I would love to have you drop some comments below. Say something like, I want to know more. Maybe you were talking to your BFF the other day about how you wanted to start cleaning up your home and you came across this, or tag your BFF that maybe you were having that conversation with, so that you guys can be first to know as this course is going to start rolling out in the next several weeks. And I also want to know from you guys kind of what are some of the things that you're really interested in knowing? What are some of the stumbling blocks that you had in this process towards living a healthier lifestyle? I would love to hear your feedback and your comments and overall just what your guys' thoughts are on what I'm doing here. So I hope you guys all have found value in this today. If you have, tag a friend, share it, and I look forward to sharing all of this information with you guys in the very near future. Have a absolutely beautiful weekend. It is gorgeous here in Colorado, and we are soaking up that sunshine, getting all that vitamin D. It's like Wall-E. I always joke with my girls, I'm like Wall-E when he puts out his little solar panels, like, wah. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and we will talk to you guys very shortly. Take care.